Hi guys, it's me again. Sorry a bit late in my reviews. Today I just gonna do a new review on a movie called Dracula Untold. I'm rethinking about how I review movies. So I think from now on I'm not gonna review a movie immediately after I watched it, because sometimes you feel so excited about it and then you change your mind the next day. So that I'm gonna start reviewing my movies a day after or a bit later, so it allow it to me to think about the film, um, and give a more complete wholesome review rather than just an impulsive review of a movie. um, and the scoring will be changed, of course. I want to change some scoring too. Yeah, sorry about babbling. Let's just go straight into the reviews. Dracula Untold is a reboot of the Dracula story, a vampire myth. But this is a reboot, so it's also an origin story, a reimagining of the origin story of Dracula, and then how he comes to be Dracula. And I would say this movie is on the same level as Underworld. Um, what else? Underworld. Very light, very. What I call a movie like this is I would call it a junk food kind of movie. It is delicious when you eat junk food. It's delicious, right? So this movie is kind of like, it looks good when you see it. You like when you watch it. It's the action somehow. It's awesome. It's good. But a day after you start to think about the movie as a whole, then you realize this movie is not really that good. Just like junk food. So Dracula Untold is a similar kind of movie to Underworld movie and Resident Evil movies. It's very fluffy, action oriented movie. Um, it's beautifully shot. I have to give it that. It's beautifully shot. When I was watching it, I was engrossed in some of the fighting scenes and some of the storyline bits and stuff about this reimagining of the Dracula story. But I have a feeling that there's not really a meat here. The story is very thin. The acting is okay, it's good. It's not bad. They don't put any B actress or B actors. They try to sell the movie as something bigger than what it is. That's how I feel. Whereas it's just a simple run-of-the-mill action flick done in historical times. So, you know, like historical romance. This is historical action movie. Just like the later Die Hards kind of thing. It's just a fluff kind of movie. It's good while you're watching it, but really when you look back, it's really not that memorable. I don't remember it anymore. You know what I mean? It's not that impactful because they're trying to sell something so epic, but in a real sense it's not. It's just fluff. It's very thin storyline, thin on logic, and it won't stay in your mind. I'm just gonna give my score. Yeah, I said I want to change the score from 1 to 10. I'm just gonna give a rating to this movie. A rating this kind of movie is junk food. It's forgettable. It is fun while you watch it, but really no depth. You will forget it. Not something I would buy on Blu-ray. Definitely not on Blu-ray movie. Yeah, rent this if you could. I mean, that's it. I wish I could say more positive things about the movie other than, yeah, there's not even a hot girl in this movie. You know what I mean? If you want to go for fluff like Underworld or Resident Evil, at least they have a sense. They know, okay, guys will go to this movie if there's a hot girl. Like in Underworld, Like in Resident Evil, you got Mila Jovovich, and Kate Beckinsale. At least they know it. They know it's a B grade movie. They know they don't have much depth, so they go for it, for that angle. This movie doesn't have that. You know what I mean? I understand. I have this feeling they're gonna try to go for more epic feel, but there's not really nothing. There's nothing really there for it to be epic. Because you have they're selling something almost unbelievable to make Dracula a hero. But yeah, I suppose, believe it or not, in this movie, Dracula is a, a hero, which is a tough sell. Yeah, so unfortunately, that's it. That's my review for this movie. Like I said, the scoring is different. Not a Blu-ray movie. It's a junk food movie. That's my review for Dracula Untold. Thank you for watching, guys.